He's eating that one though.
Yeah, but give it to him and I'd see, like, maybe he will take it.
Mickey!
Look at what a greedy monkey. So Madison, what do you want to talk about the mission trip so far?
This dog is biting me. I want to say I'm kind of excited, a little nervous, but we're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll have more to say once we actually get going.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Ochinga and this is your update about our mission trip. So this morning we woke up around like 8 a.m. The guys, Santiago and I and the pastor, we decided to make breakfast for the rest of the team. So we made some French toast and some eggs. It was just nice to be in the kitchen and cook because it's nice. Cooking is soothing. Afterwards, we had devotion with the rest of the team and with the team and the interns together, and we were reading from Romans. They've been reading different books. I think they were reading before um, other chapters, and they've been continuing Romans 6 and 7. So that was really interesting, and I really like how it coincided with what I've been reading on my personal devotion time. Yeah, that's just amazing, but I'll talk about it in the end, so I won't lose the train of thought. And afterward, we started rehearsing for skits, teaching us some skits that we're gonna teach at schools, because I think the next tomorrow we're gonna go around 2 schools, and we're gonna this is gonna be a skit, and in the end of the skit, we're gonna introduce the Book of Life, which is a book that introduces the Bible, and then they will, that's how we're gonna evangelize and introduce Christ to them. Um, why schools are still in the Ivory Coast? A few months ago, there was a strike for something, political issues. So there was a strike. So teachers didn't want to teach. So this is the reason why, in the end, school has been extended like an extra 6 weeks for the time that has been lost. So which is a benefit for us, but poor children, they're going to be still in school. But it's good that we're going to do that. We're planning to do VBS, but since school still ends, so we're going to do the skit. After that, we're going to after that we packed our stuff again. We're constantly on the move, and went to a city which called Duékué, Duékué. I forgot the name. Duékué, I think, and it's actually called which is a tribal name. And if you look at the picture, it looks as if it's the back of an elephant. So that's what it got its name. The mountain got it called like the back of an elephant. So that's where it got its name from. Um, One another interesting thing, we we came to the hotel, put our stuff, and then we went to the first church that has been built in Duékué, that was built by the father. The first AG church that was built there was built by the father of the missionaries that are by Pastor Teague. His father was the first person who built that church over there. So that's great. So they were waiting for us. So we reached there, and the children just sang for us, and they sang for us, inviting us and welcoming us. And it was really nice that actually, because they are the Bauli tribe, and it's actually my tribe. I don't know much about it. So there's some kind of tradition. So we went in, they invited us, we sat in a circle, which was pretty intimidating. And then, every single person came and said hello. They come and shook our hand. And then after they shook our hand, they gave us water. After they gave us water, the chief or whatever tribe, he first starts and said, "Okay, what are your news?" So that's a part of the tradition. And he come and tell us, they ask us what our news is, like we are doing well, this is what we're going to do, da 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 da. And then after we finish with our news, they start with their news and tell them how they've been going, how things are going. That's how they do it. After that, to try each person start to introduce himself, and there were different members from the church, um, different leadership positions, and also they were also from other churches that have been built that are away from the village, but they came in to see us too. So they introduced themselves. They're all part of like AG community and all Africans, and then after they introduced themselves, then they're done. So we started introducing ourselves. The children, they were set aside and they were sitting watching us. I felt really intimidated, but it was just nice seeing them how the tradition was made. And after we introduced ourselves. So afterwards, they invited us. Like they cordially invited us to eat. So we went and we ate with them. It was really nice. Like we had rice and fish, and there was like some kind of stew. They call it light stew, like in French, sauce claire. I love it. I haven't had it in so long because I lived in the United States and my mother used to cook it for me. So it was just nice to eat Ivorian food again. So I really missed it. And one thing I really liked about it, just like how the tradition was made. When I came to the Africa several times, they were not they did not they didn't formally do these tradition thing like greetings and that, even though it is something that they should do. It was really nice. Really enjoyed the meal, and in the end, they shook our hand and said goodbye. So we are officially welcomed, which is part of the tradition. And after that, we get the next day we're gonna come back and just start doing the missionary work that we had planned and go on schedule. So what I read on my hopefully it's not a too long video. Um, where is it? Oh, uh, so I read in Ephesians. Oh my gosh, that's a very long video. 2. And what I really like here, um, it was okay. So I really like how part of in Romans we're talking about the law, and how the people when they follow the law, I didn't read it because people when they follow the law and they think that they are going to be saved by doing it through their own will, they will fail. However, they have to trust in God and believe in themselves. They have to believe in God instead of just believing in their own strength. Because if you are going to work in that mentality, you will surely fail. Because salvation is not by your own strength, it's by the saying of God. So that is everything. I'm really sorry it was a really long video, but yeah, I'm ready to make a new video tomorrow. See ya.